Okay, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Poetics. I'm here with my guy Big Zach. We're gonna be reacting to some random people's videos. These are people who follow me and sent me their links. So if you want to be reviewed, just follow me and then DM me a link and say that you want to be reviewed. And I'm hopefully gonna be doing this a little more often. So follow me and follow my guy.
Big Zach.
Big Zach. With a V.
Yeah, with a V.
With a V. In the Zach word. Okay, so first one is Joe K, Smoke Central. So this song, he's dissing a guy named Joker, so this is underground hip-hop drama, but basically the Joker is this rapper who's had beef with like Tech Nine, Hobson, and tons of other underground people. And so basically what he's done is over time he's released albums and he does like Patreons for them or Kickstarters or whatever, and he gets people to pay and then will like not release the albums and like just basically steal money from them, or he'll sell features for like 500 or something and then not actually do the features and just go some people. We know from experience that happens.
It does happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically I used to pay a lot of attention to underground hip hop, and then I kind of disappeared from it for a long time, and then working with some new artists, I've kind of rediscovered it and reconnected with people. So then my guy released this song, so figured we'd check it out. So this is Joe K, Smoke Central, and I'll just pause every once in a while so we can kind of react to stuff and check in with it.
All aboard! Welcome to Smoke Central!
A lot of people have hated me for a long time. The list of enemies growing, yeah, it's a long line. And if you hate me, I promise you're on the wrong side. And if you're looking for yes men, I'm the wrong guy. I got the smoke if you want it, come and get it, I'm ready. You rappers won't even want it, don't know why you're pretending. I'm not breaking or bending, defending, debating. You hate me, but lately you spend a lot of time waiting for me to come at 'em. You're so whack, dude, you suck. Now go and rap for a buck. I'm on this track to conduct while you ain't mad at the bus. I won't hold back for you chumps. I'm on a platform far above. You couldn't grasp it, it's nuts.
Okay, so far, I love the lyric video. It kind of makes me want to do lyric videos again. I haven't done a lyric video in a long time, but what do you think? What do you think so far?
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite part of it so far. Is the lyric video is top notch.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the flows are pretty there. The delivery, there's like a few little parts where kind of the end of the line, I'm looking for a little more of a hit, like hitting on that last word. But overall, I'm feeling it.
I'm itching to get into the diss. I mean,
yeah,
you started to get into it right there.
I think that's at the second verse, if I remember right.
NK-47, when you lost the numbers, you lost the weapon. Not disrespecting, but the second you turn the message, you wrecked it. Tugging on the hearts to gain some market advantage. Turn from heated assassin to an emotional tragic. I'll take a push the iron curtain, go back to the basement. Back to the basics where the passion and flame is. And you rap where the pain is. Digging deep inside yourself till it fills the pages with the realest things. And you can't control where the feeling takes you. Shovel coal in the furnace so it stays.
Okay, so NK is my boy, so I don't know how I feel about that. But I mean, I'll let man talk. But I feel like NK didn't fall off. I feel like he has just progressed into music more than like underground rapidy rap. But yeah. Still vibing with it though. But NK is my boy. I love that guy.
Blazing, stoke the fire till the pain becomes a grave danger. Invoke anger to feed papers and word slayers. You're about to get drained. I switch lanes like point blades. Your paper.
Next stop, Jokerville, California. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
I know know a rapper who's always begging and pleading for people to pay and feed him, and claiming that he can lead them, and often they do believe him, fantasizing and fiending, but they never see that money, cause he just takes it and leaves them dangling in the breezes. Let's crucify him like Jesus without the vertical pieces. Lay him all on the track and nailed on both his feet, and keep him there till he sees that he's the worst kind of thief and deserves a lyrical beating. The Joker's dead, I hope that he's never saved. Underground's where the man will forever remain. I give you props, man, there's something I gotta say. Girl is on her way to being the man now and become a saint. For being married to a dude who ain't nothing great. Decade and a half, she's been dragging all your extra weight. Breathing in the smoke from the fires you cannot contain. While you cosplay it as a clown seeking out the fame.
Hi, conductor, can you hear me?
Okay, so I think that was the whole part that's dissing the Joker. I don't really know the stuff about his significant other, just because I don't pay attention to social media and stuff very much anymore. But I feel like the flows are there for sure. Some of the lines were definitely hitting me. There were some good punchlines here and there. What was the line I really liked?
Way to being the man now and underground track and nailed on both his feet, and keep him there till fantasizing and feeding, but feed him and claiming that he can, who's always begging and pleading for people to pay and feed him, and claiming that he can lead them, and often.
Okay, so basically that whole part, I definitely can see that, even though I don't pay attention to the Joker, I definitely see that with a lot of other people who run Patreons and stuff like that, or like Kickstarters, and they have like tons of people paying for stuff, and they like promise stuff just because they're like, oh, my fans will just go support it, and then they don't actually like do anything or anything like that, and they're just kind of milking their audience. For example, like a lot of people go to podcasts now. I've noticed a lot of old rappers that are washed up. I mean, I'm not dissing anybody, and not anybody specific. There's a lot of people that do that well. I think KB has done that well. But I've recognized a lot of rappers go to podcasts. Like I'm talking old school rappers, like people who were from the 90s and stuff like, or even early 2000s. Like I randomly looked up Mano, the rapper from like 2008.
Mano got a podcast.
Yeah, he has a podcast now, and I was like, oh well, that's not that surprising, but yeah. What you think though? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely the flows are there, but it's like I said, I don't know the beef, and it's one of those things that I feel like if I knew the drama going on about his girl, that I would feel more attached to the diss part of it. That's what I've been waiting for, and so I knew the drama from the first couple lines, but then he starts talking about his girl, and I got lost. So
I feel like if I was more involved, I'd understand. Because I did know, even like 6+ years ago, when I was really into like all the underground hip hop drama, I didn't pay like great attention, but I did know all the drama with the Joker when he was like beefing with Hobson and stuff. And then I remember there being a lot of stuff where he was always asking for money from fans and not doing features, even though he'd get paid like $500+.
If I was
from
to
like
hear this like
14-year-olds
walking down the road, I would know he's dissing someone. Like I would know that this is definitely a diss track about someone, and so that's if that's what you're going for, then that's
definitely. I'm not quite sure how the Joker part is involved with like the lines about NK. Like they seem almost unrelated. I mean, that could be why it's called Smoke Central, is he's airing out a good amount of smoke.
There you go.
I do like the even though there's not a chorus, I do like the conductor parts and making the lines about like right here where he's talking about the
This is the track manager for Jokerville, California. There is a clown tied down to the track. There's an inbound train coming.
So I do like these parts because even though there's not a chorus, there's something engaging me.
It's pulling it all together.
It's a little little bit gimmicky, but in like an underground hip hop way. So I don't have any problem with it. But I mean, I think it's cool. It's very like a few years ago when I used to listen to a lot of Hobson, he would do stuff like that pretty often, or Tech Nine, where the I just noticed too in the background he's going chugga choo choo. Yes. It was fire.
Oh my god, the train! Oh my god! Oh my god, the train's coming! Oh dear Lord! Oh my god! Oh my god! 911. I just witnessed an accident. Oh my god. Oh my god. There is space everywhere.
So yeah, what was your overall reaction?
I mean, it's for an underground hip hop diss track, I feel like you're definitely there. If I knew more of the drama, if I had better insight as to what was going on, I feel like I could have been more drawn in. The NK stuff kind of threw me off at the beginning because I wasn't expecting that. Like, I didn't.
Yeah. I feel like there could have been a little bit more kind of exposition for people that don't know the Joker. I mean, unless you're making it just for that, but even as someone who was a Joker fan, because I know Joe K, and he knows back in the day that I was a Joker fan. As someone who used to be a big fan of him, I didn't even know what he was talking about with his wife and stuff, because I was like, I just don't pay attention anymore. So it's like that. If it's something current, I mean, maybe it's just I need to pay more attention.
Right.
But it's also kind of like a very exclusive. Like if you would have given like a thing where he's like, this guy was something, 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 you know?
Well, and that's so like, you can look at some of the bigger diss tracks of the last few years. So like you got Pusha T and Drake's beef. Whenever Pusha was dissing Drake, he went very explicit. I didn't know Drake was hiding a child, but Pusha T made me know. Like, I had no question what he was talking about by the end of the track because he went throughout all of it. So
and then Drake, for example, Back to Back wasn't as big of a reaction. Mm-hmm. And which that was against Joe Budden, but the other one, Doopy Freestyle, that one wasn't as big of a reaction, and part of that was because he wasn't as direct. So there wasn't like a list, like for people who didn't know what was happening, didn't get informed in that diss track. They were just like, oh, there's some subtle bars towards someone here.
Right.
I would say this was pretty explicit, but it could use a little bit more exposition for so I mean, if you do want to do a second Joker diss track, I'll listen to that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was a dope track overall. I'd give it a solid like 7.5 or 8 out of 10. I'd listen to it.
Taking the diss track stuff out of it, I'd probably like work on flow switch ups, because that was one thing that I feel like stayed pretty consistent throughout the whole song.
There was a pretty consistent flow.
So, if I was taking the diss stuff out of it, it's like as a track, that's where I would want to see growth, is, switching up flows, keeping it more interesting and engaging throughout the whole.
If I made like a underground hip hop playlist though, I'd put that right next to like a Hobson or Jerem Benton or something like that. Okay, so the next track we got, LLC Flame, Paris Cruz. He DM'd me this track. So I've produced a song for this guy's album that's actually the same album. I haven't heard this song. I'm just bad at checking out people's music. That's why I'm trying to do reaction videos. It's because I'm bad at checking out music. But yeah, we're going to listen to this joint. So boom, here we go.
I've been calling my friends in these hard times. I've been holding my head, but I'm so tired. I've been stuck in this cell and my soul fried. Look up the guy, make the song cry. I've been calling my friends. Yeah. I've been holding my head. Look up the guy, make this song cry. I've been calling my friends in these hard times. I've been holding my head, but I'm so tired. I've been stuck in this hell, let my soul fry. Look up the guy, make this song cry. Yeah, I've been calling my friends in these hard times. Look up the guy, make this song cry.
Look up, think I made my soul cry. When we pull up with Paris, it's so fly. I've been fighting myself through my whole life. I've been feeling the pain, but I still try. 2020 filled with pain. Nothing's ever been the same. I've been trying so hard to get back right, but I've been feeling like I'm loose change, yeah. People gon' cap for real. I keep angels to guard my field. How you say it was there when we feeling broke, only then we go down to kneel.
Okay, real quick. I'm gonna let you go first. What you think?
I like the vibe. I mean, I like
Yeah.
I like the beat. I like the guitar on the beat. I like the Paris hook. I mean, I like this guy's verse so far. I feel like it's definitely more than one person that's gonna go in on it. I feel like so.
Yeah,
I like the vibe of it.
his voice sounds a little bit weird. I think it's just because he's young.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds like really young to me. I would guess off top he's like 16. I might be wrong. It's fire though. I'm really vibing with it so far. I will say I really like the beat.
I do too.
The beats, I like that the 808s are nice and spaced out. It's giving it a dope vibe. Paris Chariz killed it. So
Hope that you slide for me. Hope that you're never gonna lie to me. I keep on hurting inside, but somehow I know that I got what you know.
I've been calling my friends in these hard times. I've been holding my head, but I'm so tired. I've been stuck in this hell, and my soul fry. Look up the guy, make the song cry. I've been calling my friends. Yeah. I've been holding my head. Look up the guy, make the song cry. I've been calling my friends in these hard times. I've been holding my head, but I'm so tired. I've been stuck in this hell, and my soul fry. Look up the guy, make the song cry. Yeah. I've been calling my friends in these hard times. Look up the guy, make the song cry.
If I could go back, I erase it. But I can't, so I guess I'ma face it. The risk power, I know I'ma ace it. I ain't worried about being the greatest. Spirit on me and the angels. 45 ain't no place where I can't go. Picture perfect, whatever the angle. I can feel it and don't need a halo. Cause I've been going through these hard times. I know you've been there, but I'm so tired. All this pain in my heart made me paralyzed. I've been close to the edge, I've been traumatized. But through it all, I've been trusting in him. Cause he was the one that removed all my sin. But it's been a long time that I feel incomplete. But God filled me up to the brim.
I've been calling my friends in these hard times. I've been holding my head, but I'm so tired. I've been stuck in this hell, and my soul fry. Look up the guy, make the song cry. I've been calling my friends. Yeah. I've been holding my head. Look up the guy, make the song cry. I've been calling my friends in these hard times. I've been holding my head, but I'm so tired. I've been stuck in this hell, and my soul fry. Look up the guy, make the song cry. Yeah. I've been calling my friends in these hard times. Look up the guy, make the song cry.
okay, that was dope. What you think?
I really like it. I like the overall vibe. I like the way the song sounds. If I had like any sort of like constructive stuff to say about it, I would say for me it'd probably be energy with the recording because I use a lot of auto tune myself. Like whenever I'm recording, I can tell that they got the auto tune going on. You can pour emotion into that. You can be really energetic into those recordings. And that's gonna make the whole track feel different. And that's the only thing that I would say that like I like the way it sounded. I like the way that it was all laid out. I like the beat. I felt like it could have had more feeling with it because it was talking about some like emotional stuff too. So it's, that would be my constructive thing. But I liked it. I mean, it was overall.
I liked the lines about like, cause I hadn't heard a song yet. The line about like, I've been hitting up my friends or something like that. Like just about, cause a lot of people talk about like checking in with your friends during like quarantine and stuff like that, and keeping up with people and stuff like when you're going through stuff. But you don't really hear that on like a song. So I thought it was a really cool song topic. Yeah. I liked the second verse more than the first. I liked both verses. I felt like the second verse fit the song a little more with the melody. Like he kind of fit. I'm not sure. I think LLC Flame is two people. I'm assuming based off the cover.
So true.
I think they've told me before in DM that it was two people, but I don't remember. I'm horrible at keeping up with like DMs and stuff like that.
Blue hair don't care.
Yeah, blue hair, I stopped caring. But I feel like it had a vibe, and it was consistent with that vibe, so I rocked with it.
Yeah.
I was like, I was thinking in my head, I would put this if I had a vibe playlist that had Juice WRLD, Kid Laroi, I'd throw it in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It was a vibe. I'd rock with it. I feel like it was better than a lot of Christian hip hop vibes that I hear. So
I agree with that.
it was solid. And also the mix was good. I liked the mix.
That's
That's a lot of it. Okay, so now we're gonna listen to "Drip Down" by it doesn't say. Okay, so the guy's name is Rayrock, or on SoundCloud it says it's rayrock the bomb. So we're gonna
produced
hear that.
by your boy Tom.
Hopefully we're not getting any weird recommendations on the side. There's a recommendation for Mario Judah full Rolling Loud interview. That shows what I'm watching on YouTube.
Man's performed the baby at Rolling Loud.
Then just some random guy, so I'm streaming for a bit again. Yeah, so this is Drip Down by, it was Rayrock. I don't think this is the producer though. There's already a producer named Rayrock, who's a famous Christian hip hop producer. I don't think this is him though. Okay, so this is Drip Down, produced by your boy Tom. It's a dope producer name, I'll say that. So let's just get into it.
Ooh. Shut up, Tommy.
Drip, drip, drip down. Drip, drip, drip down. Drip, drip, drip down. Drip, drip, drip down. Finna drown in my drip, drip now. All of these haters, they clowns. I guess the circus is in town. You hating with a frown, but my numbers go up while yours go way, way, way down. Drip, drip, drip down.
Off the top, I'm not personally a fan of the beat. It's cool. It's very, very like TikTok type beat. I don't know if that's how you found the beat or if you had your friend produce it. I get very much TikTok vibes from it. I did like that part where you said my strings keep going up and yours go, and then you spaced it out instead of just saying down right there. You like spaced it out into the next bar, so then it kind of mixed it up for the listener. I will say so far the mix isn't amazing. It could definitely use some work. The vocals sound a little raw.
Yeah, they're very spaced. And,
it just kind of sounds like you were. I mean, I don't know if this is the case, but it sounds like it's mixed to like you just kind of took an MP3 of the beat, and then just kind of put your your vocals in there, and then just kind of like EQ'd it, and that was kind of it. I'd really recommend going into getting an engineer for your stuff. I engineer, or I know multiple other engineers I could pitch you to. But yeah, off the top, what you think?
No, that's where I'm at with it. So the beat's very simplistic. I kind of thought after the first couple,
kind of BB No Money-ish.
Yeah, that it was gonna. I thought it was gonna change up different than it did, and it just didn't do that. So I don't know if I built up false expectations and then was let down because I thought it was gonna be something that it wasn't, or why. But it's I'm personally just not super feeling it.
Yeah.
At the same time, I feel like he's doing the hook sounded pretty good over it. It's just the mix doesn't sound great. So there's a lot of potential there that I feel like being untapped.
Yeah, there's definitely a vibe to it. There's definitely potential. I agree. We'll keep listening.
Down,
Drip, drip, drip down. Yeah, boy, I turn up whenever I show up. And I slice up these beats, looking like a shogun. I would never slow up, I was gonna go faster. Feeling like the master, the way I'm teaching you how to bounce back. Cause I've been through a lot, man. Hurricanes making my house drip more than a faucet. Got flooded, it was disastrous. Put that in the past tense, cause that's the past, fam. I'm back in my house, back in my home, ready to fight like Sylvester Stallone. I'm on my grind, won't stop till I'm gone, won't stop till I'm dripping in some icy stones. Oh, y'all on the court, feeling like Ricky Rubio, pinned to the pad, making heat in the studio. My grind don't stop till it is time to go, then only the Lord knows what's gonna happen.
Okay, so I'm hearing a thing that I hear in a lot of people who are kind of like new rappers, or people that just aren't. I don't know how long you've been at it, but people who are kind of new to rapping, where they kind of put a lot of. It almost sounds like they don't know their bar when they're rapping it, and they go da 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 da, or they kind of like stumble over lines. So I'm kind of hearing that. It sounds like you're kind of tripping up over some bars, like you didn't know exactly how you were gonna rap it, and you kind of like miss exactly where the line's supposed to be, and then kind of like fill it in real quick,
or roll over into the next one.
Or and roll over in the next bar, and then that kind of throws it off, and then the next bar's off, and then you kind of catch yourself in the next line. I liked a few of the lines. There's a few bars that I feel like could use kind of like the kinks out of them. The Sylvester Stallone bar, for example, it's like you could have put something else in there that's a little more like wrote out, like sounds like you thought about it a little bit more, because like, for example, like Sylvester Stallone, you just said the line about I think it was like fight like Sylvester Stallone or something.
Pad making heat in the studio. My grind don't stop till it is time to go. Then only the Lord knows what's gonna happen to me. He is the only one that knows these things, cause that's the past, fam. I'm back in my house, back in my home, ready to fight like Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, so ready to fight like Sylvester Stallone. You could have put a line that's like, for example, like instead of just saying ready to fight Sylvester Stallone, like that's the kind of thing that you could put any name there, so it sounds like you just kind of came up with the first thing that rhymed, like you were like home Sylvester Stallone, and you just wrote in like the first thing. But you could have came up with like a reference to a movie, like you said, you could have said like Life's Been Rocky Sylvester Stallone, or like since it's an angry beat, you could have said I'm about to go Rambo Sylvester Stallone or something like that, and that's a little more specific of like a rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there's, this is one of the things, like, whenever I first started writing a lot of music that I struggle with. It's like you have this idea, and then whenever you go to actually record and execute it, you're more concerned with making sure that your idea is what gets communicated as opposed to making sure it sounds good.
Yeah.
And like the biggest thing that you can do as music is make sure it sounds good. Like, even if it's not exactly what you thought or exactly what you wrote, like, it needs to sound good. So if what you wrote doesn't sound good once you get a recorder, doesn't fit right, like, you got to change it up and switch it up and make it sound good.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm on my grind, won't stop till I'm gone, won't stop till I'm dripping in some icy stones. Oh, y'all on the court, feeling like Ricky Rubio, pinned to the pad, making heat in the studio. My grind don't stop till it is time to go. Then only the Lord knows what's gonna happen to me. He is the only one that knows these things. I do all my work for Big G.O.D. He does not rest, so I don't get sleep. I wanna make this world flourish in peace. It won't look like
I didn't know until that bar about G.O.D. That it was Christian hip hop, which is good because that means you're kind of mixing it up and trying stuff that doesn't sound Christian hip hop. It doesn't sound like a No Chains type beat. It's different. I can say I don't think I've heard a Christian hip hop song with this vibe.
The Garden of Eden, but new beauty arise every season, like all the trees and all of the bees. Yeah, look at the positives. Even the ones you can't see, the blessing you get because of Jesus. Dying on the cross for me and drip, drip, drip down. Drip, drip, drip down.
See, once again, there's some bars there that sound like you wrote a line and then you're just like space, space, space.
To make your idea fit instead of...
Yeah, and you're making it fit instead of like actually just writing more in there. And then when the hook comes in, it almost felt like I'm having fresh water, you know, because I'm like, okay, we're back to the hook again. It's a little more strategic. It's almost like when the hook came around, it's like you sounded prepared when that hook came in because you knew exactly what you were gonna do. Where in the verses, it sounds almost like you're kind of like spacing it out. We don't mean to be harsh. We're just trying to give like legit criticism because we want to see people prosper.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like it sounds like in the verse you're kind of like just trying to make what you wrote fit, and you're not sure how you're gonna say it. When I used to rap like that, and my raps were not good.
Inner producer Poetics.
Yeah. That's why I stuck to producing, was I was not a good rapper. But then when the hook comes around, you sound comfortable. Drip, drip, drip down. Like you know exactly what you're going to do. So that makes it sound more comfortable and makes the listener, like even though you're not technically saying it, it makes the listener go, okay, he's really confident here. And then in the verse, you didn't sound confident. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and if you want to keep people from verse 1 to verse 2 to the end of the song, you got to keep that same confidence, that swagger throughout the whole song. Like you can't be like ending your verse weak and then expect them to stick around for the second verse, because that's not a good a good showing. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
Finna drown in my drip, drip now. All of these haters, they clowns. I guess the circus is in town. You hating with a frown. Boy, my numbers go up, we just go way, way, way down. Yeah, I'ma kill it again. Fixing to get a lick. Spin the cash on the bins. Ice on my wrist drip. You get hit if you get lit.
See, that part right there, I think is kind of fire. You get the little down.
I'ma spend $4.49 on a 10-piece. You know that I like my chicken crispy, but I don't get it from Mickey D's. Chick-fil-A is where it's at, boy, try me. I ain't finna discuss this, I'ma just jump the bus. And your opinion is rubbish, that's the end of discussion. Back on the serious flow, killing every beat like a ritual. Jump from beat to beat, coast to coast. You see that I'm the man to beat, you can't beat me.
Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on like one song because I want to give everybody fair. I mean this in the nicest way. I just think it could use work.
Yeah.
I see potential. I see that you pay attention to like what's popular in music. I will say I love riffraff. I was getting strong riffraff vibes. I don't know if that's on purpose or anything. I was getting strong riffraff. It sounded like a riffraff freestyle. And I love riffraff. You like riffraff, right?
I like riffraff.
Yeah, we love riffraff. Yeah. It's just could use a little more tightening. I don't know if you have it on streaming platforms yet, but I would say if you are putting on streaming platforms, just tighten up those spots. Get a really good engineer to mix it, and it could blow up.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to people who blow up on TikTok, like Snot, PP Cocaine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate the fact that they blew up on TikTok.
You get what I'm saying, though. What you think?
I mean, I feel like, and this is, again, I don't know this artist personally, so I don't know how long you've been making music, but it sounds like you're at the beginning steps of your career, and if you're not, then take this as like just a sort of, you got to kind of work on the whole structure of the song, and that's And that's something that's hard, like, because I'm a rapper at heart. And so whenever I started, like, going from rapping to making music and making, like, writing songs, I had to change my thought process of how I wrote and how I developed and how songs progressed and how they're arranged. And it's a learning process, man. And you take as much time as you can, and you learn how to build songs, and then you take your skills and your talents as a rapper or a writer, and you apply that to that, and you build songs differently. Because I think that's what this kind of boils down to: is you got really good ideas, you got a lot of potential, you got skills as a rapper. Now you just got to kind of take it and complete the package and learn how to build songs with that. And the hook's strong. I mean, I like the hook.
Yeah, I really like the you're going way down. I feel like that was a good little like way to end the chorus that gave a good vibe to it.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Okay, so on to track number 4. We want to try to give everybody time. So this is my guy Big Gucci Dame. I just discovered homie. He's into lo-fi rap, which is super dope for me because I love lo-fi rap. When he first sent this to me, so I already knew this song, so I already know what to expect. First thing I thought was the cover is fire.
I like the cover.
The album,
I've not heard the song.
Single cover. Yeah, he hasn't heard the song. I already know the song, but he hit me and he said it dropped today. So if I could do a reaction, he'd love it. And so I thought the album cover off top, I was like, that album cover is so fire for lo-fi.
Yeah.
Like, it fits the vibe so well. And then I heard the track and I was like, track's fire. I feel like he could blow up. He just needs the right people behind him. And so yeah, this is Big Gucci Dame. Memories to the Future.
Mama, I got dreams, I'm a big boy. Holy Spirit dripping down, making big noise. We gon' ride out to the city, buy some big toys. Love is what you really make it, so we move forward. Mama, I got dreams, I'm a big boy. Holy Spirit dripping down, making big noise. We gon' ride out to the city, buy some big toys. Love is what you really make it, so we move forward. Time is moving pretty fast like a skateboard. I see the old me is dead, lot to wait for. Decisions piled on my bed, gotta pray for. Walking to the clouds, I can see the eagle soar. I see all my old friends back from high school. They either drugged up or sipping on that cough juice. I always ask, man, what happened to the real you? They just say, man, that life just too cruel. Life can be.
What'd you think so far?
I really like it. It's a good song.
Yeah, I love the instrumental.
Yeah.
I love the like really lush. It feels like a 90s sample almost. I hope you got that cleared if it is a sample.
It's the whole vibe. I mean, the writing, the songwriting is good. I'm paying attention to what he's saying because there's like a whole story being played out. Like
Yeah.
it's good. It's good stuff. I like it.
I love his delivery too. It's very clean. It fits the beat really well. Like it's not mumble rap, but he's kind of got almost like the mumbly rhythm to it.
But for me,
with a big boy.
That's the thing. Like I'm having to pay attention to what he's saying, but I can understand what he's saying, and like I can.
Yeah.
And it's cohesive writing, so it's like I'm hooked. I like it.
Yeah.
This is my first time Big Gucci Dame. Is that?
Yeah, Big Gucci Dame. It's my boy.
You're rough, so hold it on. Don't stop now, keep holding on. Look up to the sky, he can save your soul. His love is never old. Mama, I got dreams, I'm a big boy. Holy Spirit dripping down, making big noise. We gon' ride out to the city, buy some big toys. Love is what you really make it, so we move forward. Mama, I got dreams, I'm a big boy. Holy Spirit dripping down, making big noise. We gon' ride out to the city, buy some big toys. Love is what you really make it, so we move forward.
Chorus is fire.
Beat's fire too, man. I like
Beat's fire too.
I like the beat.
I think the chorus is super catchy. The whole "Mama, get down, big toys." I don't know what he's talking about buying big toys.
It doesn't matter. That's
I know he's a Christian man, so
yeah, playing off. I mean, just playing off like what I said in the last song. Like it's a good songwriting. Sometimes the way it sounds matters more than necessarily what you say, and that's a lot. As writers, we don't like that, but
as a Christian artist, there's only so many things that toys mean. Like it could mean guns.
No, he's going to the city, so it's trucks and cars, big toys.
Could mean guns. It could mean sexual things.
I would assume not.
I would assume not, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
But I mean, even with Christian hip hop now, there's people who are talking about different stuff. I mean, you got Foggy Raw. Foggy Raw talks about like guns and stuff, and it's like he'll be like pew pew pew, and it's still cool. It's still cool. We're all good. Everybody knows I work with people who aren't Christian too, and they talk about inappropriate things like the marijuanas.
I've never heard of that before.
I've never heard of those. But yeah, track's fire so far, so let's keep it going.
Move forward, this life is not promised. Go forward, cause time will deep progress. Move forward, when you're older, never stress. Go forward, go forward. Stop making it a dream, won't you move forward? If you let it go instead, you'll lose more. My grandma always really said God made you for it. When I die, I'ma tell God you are holy Lord. Yeah, thank you Lord. You helped me move through the tears, yeah, I'm thankful for it. All these memories for good, cause I'm made for it. Don't give up on your dreams, cause there's only more. Cause there's only more.
That's the end of the track.
That was a dope ending. It was like an out of body just extension on his last line. I really felt that. That was good.
I love the track. I was waiting for Chance the Rapper to come in at any moment.
I think that's the remix.
Yeah, he would have murdered that.
Gotta wait for the Chance.
I was
remix.
waiting for the I love my wife.
Man gets clowned for loving his wife.
Yeah, man. But I think we really liked the track. What was your favorite track out of all four?
At all four, it was definitely Mr. Bigguccidame.
Yeah.
I like Memories to the Future.
I vibe with that. I think personally it just hits with me more, being a fan of lo-fi and rocking with that whole wave of music. But I really like it. I think that's a dope track.
Like that, and then LLC playing like they got a dope track too. That ain't and taking nothing away from them. It's just
I think we got some variety.
Yeah.
For this first time, we got a lo-fi track. I think it was technically lo-fi.
Technically.
We got a lo-fi track. We got a TikTok banger. We got an underground vibe, and then we got like a Juice WRLD, Kid Leroy type track. So
I mean, yeah, everybody done their stuff.
That's a dope way to do it. So follow us on social media and DM us if you want to be in one of these videos. Who knows? We might do more. We will see. So hit us up.
Yeah.